No. Angry Studios. Look, I just don't have the time to deal with this shit, man. Just kindly fuck off, please?
Really, Sponge? Look, all I was trying to do was eat a pineapple in your face. Sponge, you have no understanding of what fun is anymore. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.
I don't understand what is fun anymore? Kimmy, you're just spitting out bullshit.
No, I am not. You are just a grumpy sponge that wants to sleep with a freaking body pillow.
You're a jackass that can't mind his own fucking business.
It's the truth, though.
Alright, Timmy, you know what?
What?
You should have not went into the territory about my pillow. You're going to regret that.
Oh, did I offend you by bringing up the body pillow? Sponge, you just don't understand one thing.
What?
Maka Albrun isn't real.
Sick this motherfucker!
What in the fuck? Are you the little shit that said Maka isn't real?
Everybody thinks I'm crazy.
Alright, hopefully Woody doesn't just shoot him, but my god, he needs to shut the hell up about my waifu. That truly really hurt me. But anyway, let's get into the review. Jimmy Neutron, before it was a TV series, was actually a movie before the TV series. The Jimmy Neutron movie, out of all the other Nickelodeon animated movies, is definitely very interesting for Nickelodeon, simply because it was Nickelodeon's first CGI anything for them that wasn't a test. Jimmy Neutron as a brand is loved by lots of people, and I completely see why. But what about the movie? The movie is really fun and definitely is much better than what I was originally thinking going into this movie, but there is problems with it, and a really confusing morals they are trying to tell kids. I will get to that later, but let's talk about the plot of the movie. One day, Jimmy was with Carl trying to send a video transmitter after receiving messages from out-of-the-world creatures. They do succeed on sending it into space, but Jimmy ends up getting teased by his classmates when they were on the bus because Jimmy was using one of his new inventions but crashes into a tree and gets yelled by his parents. This movie, compared to the TV series, well, yes, Jimmy gets teased a lot in the series, but in this movie, everyone's just really mean to him. Like, when we are trying to make a movie, maybe you want to make some of these background characters not fucking dicks. But yeah, anyway, after Jimmy gets to school, Miss Fowl asks the whole class basically to show off something they have, but Jimmy just ends up embarrassing himself. But we really do get to see a really cute scene with Carl and Jimmy showing off with each other's stuff. But after school ends, Jimmy, Carl, and Sheen hang out for a bit, till they find out a huge amusement park is going to happen the night they were talking with each other. So right after, they go all ask their parents if they can go, and of course they say all no. For some reason, a lot of parents in the Jimmy Neutron universe are just really non-understanding and just don't take the time to talk to their kids. Well, okay, yeah, Jimmy's parents do try, but it just really feels forced because they just like feel mushy or really bad or some cliched bullshit. Just because they try doesn't mean they're good parents. I'm sorry, that's just kind of the truth. Jimmy, Carl, and Sheen then all sneak out to go to the amusement park. Now, this is where it's gonna get real fucking weird really fast. When most of the kids are at the amusement park, fucking aliens receive Jimmy's video transmitter, and then they see the still frame of Jimmy's parents, and then quickly decide to go to Earth and steal all their parents in Retroville. And then at this point in the movie, they just say they want to eat them. That's just a bra moment. But yeah, let's just continue. After the aliens parent nap everyone in Retroville, the kids obviously realizes all of their parents are gone and they just destroy Retroville. It only lasts for a day, but right after, most of them start crying for the parents back. Jimmy gets some really weird brain power weird shit and finds out the aliens took in their parents, and then Jimmy quickly figures out a plan to get all their parents back with all the kids. I want to talk about this later, but I will briefly say this for now. The fucking pacing when the kids are destroying Retroville is horrible! Like, holy shit! It gets the Rugrats Go Wild bad! Now, after all the kids are on board with Jimmy's plan, they go to start building ships, and then they go to space. After they are successfully in space, they usually just stay in the middle of space for a bit. Then they end up sleeping on some kind of asteroid, and then we get one of the best moments in this movie.
Any tissue at all?
Right after that, they finally go to the aliens' planet. At this point of the movie, I really stopped caring at this point, just simply because it was very clear what was going to happen, but I'll say the rest. All the kids get captured, they escape, they get all their parents back, happy after, blah 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 blah. Look, I know I skipped some things, like that one good moment with Cindy and Jimmy. The real reason why the aliens wanted all the parents and the chicken god shit, but that's it. I enjoyed a lot of aspects of this movie, but this movie does have a lot of noticeable shit that I can nitpick all day. Like, here's an example. Why do the aliens want Retroville of all places? Look, just because that's where they got the single doesn't mean it has to be Jimmy's town. If they just, went to simply Chicago as a random example, they most likely would have gotten away with it. But at the same time, I'm just beyond belief confused. Why did no one try to go to the next town? Or maybe Jimmy could have shown other people to proven the aliens took their parents away. The fucking FBI or someone else could have helped them. The pacing is okay in most of this movie, but like what I said earlier, I hate the pacing for specifically when they are destroying Retroville. It was so obvious they didn't know what the hell to do at that specific scene. It was just so fast, I couldn't grasp the context of anything that was going on. And the fun thing is, that was only a minute! I just generally don't understand why I hate that scene so badly, but all it reminds me is fucking Rugrats Go Wild! Ah! Jimmy is really poorly treated in this movie. I generally was really upset on how mean everyone was being to him, especially in the first act of the movie. It got to a point where all I was wanting is just to skip the beginning of the movie. That's just how bad it got. Like, Jimmy needs some fucking love. My god. Carl and Sheen were okay in this movie. Carl has some fun moments in this movie, but why is he riding the back of the Barnyard God? Oh, my bad. It's him riding some random llama. Anyway, Sheen is fun in this movie. He isn't as annoying like he is in the TV series, but it's still not crazy enjoyable. But hell, at least he tries to be there for Jimmy. That's where I give credit where it is deserved, but he still isn't the best character in the world. The music is absolutely fucking fantastic. All credit for John Deberben. I must mess up his name. But anyway, credit for him for making this amazing instrumental for Jimmy Neutron, and the licensed music is really well placed in this movie. And to be honest, the music was my favorite thing in the movie. Now, I did like the movie, but the writing most of the time feels like very sloppy on what the fuck they're trying to tell the audience, especially with the aliens. The aliens were easily the worst thing about this movie. These aliens have no development at all on why they want to give this chicken god these kids' parents is. Like, This is like some really cheesy, bad horror movie. Or just, when they were writing this movie, they just forgot to make the aliens somewhat interesting. I just really wish they made a decent reason why these aliens wanted all these parents, but it just generally feels like they wasted a good opportunity to write something crazy. Just because this movie is intended for children doesn't mean they have to half-ass the aliens. Like, why? Just because families are going to watch this movie doesn't mean they shouldn't care. Just look at the creepy, badass motherfucking villains in Disney movies, and yet they're all intended for kids and families to watch them. Yeah, that's it. Man, that's what I have to say about Jimmy Neutron's movie. It's an okay movie, but it just could have been something else if they tried with the aliens, in my opinion. The aliens really did hurt the enjoyment level for this movie, and there's just this really weird pacing sometimes. The beginning of this movie is really mean to Jimmy. The music is completely fucking badass, and this movie has seriously one of the weirdest morals for a Nickelodeon movie of all time. Like, what they're trying to tell us is, if aliens come and take away your parents, go kill the fuckers. Like, holy shit, Nickelodeon! You're all telling us some serious shit, man! Thank you for watching. Okay, I really want to go to my local family video, but I have to call Woody to check up on what happened. Hello?
I killed Woody. Now you better say sorry.
Wait, you killed my only protection from Viacom. Fuck you. You're not invited to next tea party. I'm inviting Cucumber Man.